All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the Cincinnati Bengals. This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Ready, Blue 80! Blue 80! All day, dog. Space. He's coming to you. He's coming to you. Motion. Hey. 21! 51! Tom! Mike, 53. 55.
Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. It's complete. Javon wins the open man. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Hey, express! Go!
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
51! Got it! Check! Greystone, travel. Hey, foxtrot.
This is Mixon on the draw. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Ready, Blue 80. 53, Mike. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Blue 80 to that. 11. Hey, South. 53, check 53. Hey, high 7. Check. 53's Mike. Check.
From the gun, it's Ryan. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Here we go. Like 20. Target. 65.
Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. He finds an opening past the 40. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
They run with Bell on 1st down as he'll get forward for about 5 yards. Defensively, Harrison Phillips there to stop him.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Garoppolo to throw. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. Desmond King making the tackle.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 21-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, come on, now, come on, now. Space. Move. Check. Shit. Check.
From the gun to give to Mixon. They find some open field here. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, 79 yards. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. A first down carry for Bell, but he'll work forward for only about a yard. Artie Burns, the cornerback, brings him down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he's got a noon one. And he's going to get this to the 40-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down.
First down, Jets.
Here we go. 180!
Watch that in. Cut his right.
On first down, Garoppolo. That one complete to Anderson. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot.
Le'Veon Bell, kiss him goodbye. And all the way in, touchdown, New York. Le'Veon Bell, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Oh, this is blocked. It's picked up, a live ball here, remember. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
But there's a blocked extra point. I remember playing, and we had one of those go against us. I remember our kicker and our holder told the head coach, just relax, coach. Why are you yelling? Don't worry, it's just 1 point. Oh, my. Those coaches see a point is gold to them because you never know how it's going to turn out later.
Exactly. That's what I was just going to say. First quarter, we'll see if this has any implications as the game goes on.
I still can't believe they told the head coach to relax. Whoa.
Bad move.
Mike. All day.
51, Tom.
53,
Let's go.
Mixon gets the nod to start the drive. And they're able able to get this one across the 35. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
Last stop. Last stop.
21. Watch the screen. 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 Get up.
On 2nd and 15 now. Ryan, man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here.
From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. Got a man open, it's Wims. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Got. You got motion man. You got motion man right there. Wait. 53's
It's Mixon on the counter. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Gun.
10-6 the score after one right here on EA Sports.
Bengals 10, Jets 6.
Here we go, D. Here I come.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And he will find his man on the outside. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 27-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, Sal. Hey, check. 20. Hey, zoom. 53, let him go.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Play action. Ryan. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, right? Because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Quincy Anoon with the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
I'm here all day. Kill. I got this.
From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef, they want to run the football. But that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Lock! 21.
Check 31.
From the gun on third, Garoppolo. Open man is Anderson. Give him 30 yards there.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pumps from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Albert Wilson, the intended receiver there. And that'll bring up second down. And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown.
Intended for Albert Wilson. Incomplete. Artie Burns there on the coverage.
So the ref makes a call. No touchdown there. Wipe it off the board. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
57. You're track. 57.
Hey, exit.
57. Come on.
There's a corner now.
Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long?
Check your hot read.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
The kick by Joseph is good. And that gets him back within a single point. It's now 10-9. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Check 26.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
59, ready. 280.
Check 53's Mike. Hey, tight.
From the shotgun, Ryan. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Hey, 1, Omaha. Hey, gun. Go ahead, go for that hunt.
On second down, it's Bell. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Le'Veon Bell with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Mike, let's go. 53.
Now on second and 13, Ryan. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
65. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. He's going to loft one deep, and that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, 78 yards. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Extra point good by Hopkins. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Here we go. 21.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Watch twist.
12.
First down, New York.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Got an open man, it's a noon one. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Hey. 4 down.
21. Hey, pick up.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo underneath for Miller. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that, second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
I got you.
Who's that? Is that yours? Who's that?
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. After the sack on first down, Garoppolo. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Here we go.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
11.
Get on the point right here.
5. White.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Here we go again.
After the interception, here's Ryan. And it's incomplete. It's a dangerous pass. That's what it was. And it brings up second down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Ryan. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's third down. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7.
Hey, South. 51, South. Recon, 132 fighter.
I'm coming after you.
From the gun, Ryan. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Desmond King there on the coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And they add on and get a little bit of a cushion. It's 20-16 now. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here we go.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. And the Bengals grab it. The 30. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave them a comfortable lead.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Garoppolo looks to throw. Open receiver, that's Caden Smith, the tight end. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
They'll run on first down. It's Bell. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. It's a big run that time by Bell. 43 yards on the ground. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10.
He's crossing. He's checking crack. Check.
Here's a carry for a former starter. This is Lamar Miller. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Alert!
Garoppolo now. Caught here by Bell. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. From 13 yards out as his guys are back within a single score. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Well, I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
54, South.
53, Mike.
From the gun, it's Ryan. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Bengals first down. First
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
SOS, SOS, SOS. SOS, SOS, SOS. Check. X3, 218, chopper.
53's mine. Check, 53's mine. I got one.
Now Joe Mixon. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, 63 yards. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead.
Well, 3 scores in this game. I think that deserves some type of a broad gesture. I know in hockey, that's called a hat trick, and people throw their hats out on the ice. What about us? What can we do for this guy?
Well, if I'm his teammates, I'm buying him a little steak dinner tonight, right? At least a skirt steak, probably a filet.
Oh, you're going big. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, skirt at minimum, filet at maximum.
You can't give the guy a skirt steak. He scores 3 times. There you go.
10 ounce, 16 ounce.
Porterhouse.
Fine. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Here we go.
The face mask moves him all the way out past the 40 now for first down. Now Garoppolo. He's got Smith here. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Under 10, 10.
Here's a throw out wide to Anderson. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 40-yard line.
Here we go. Wait, 80! He's coming. We got double up.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Now this is Le'Veon Bell with a reception. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Give them 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
First down, Jets.
Here we go. Wait, 80!
I'm coming.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Zadarius Smith just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Two. Hey, orbit.
Where's 52? Block 52. 52's the mic.
To throw is Garoppolo. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run it in with Bell. Fighting his way in for a Jets touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. And let's not forget he had the receiving touchdown earlier, now a trio of rushing touchdowns. Quite a performance.
Diversification, that's all you can talk about. His ability to do everything leaves him on the field on every down on offense because you can hand it to him as we've seen. But you say 3 rushing touchdowns, and of course throw it to him where he's caught 1 as well.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Again, it's Mixon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. On 3rd down, Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ja'Kai Polite drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Fielded at the 20. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Quincy Enunwa that time, and it's 3rd down.
Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams and the edges. In this case, they tried to attack the middle of the field, but this zone defense didn't allow it because they were able to see the ball come off the quarterback's hands, and everyone was able to react to the football and knock it away.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. And he's got Enunwa. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. A screen to Bell. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 7 yards there on the 1st down screen play.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. Incomplete. This is Albert Wilson. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now a draw play. This is Bell. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A 23-yard run. And the Jets are going to retake the lead. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ja'Kai Polite picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Here's Ryan. And the pressure gets to him again. Levante David making his presence felt in the backfield.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Now it's Ryan. Got a man open, it's Wims. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Ryan to throw. Now they go screen, it's complete. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Hey, South! Mike, 53.
To throw on 3rd down. Ryan. Got a man, that's Trent Sherfield. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
That is caught at the 7. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Sanders. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Gun. 21. Hey, Charlie.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Nixon. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
A gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now 3rd and goal.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd and goal now in a 1-score game.
51, Sam!
53, Mike, 53! Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball!
Hey, wahoo!
53 to Mike.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. They took their shot for the end zone, almost cost them.
And he made the right play there, knocking it away. But, boy, it looked like he had a chance to come down with the football. And if he does that, this thing is over. Instead, he leaves them out there with another chance.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal.
Hey, Delta.
53, check 53. Hey, watch the screen.
They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Cortland Sutton, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are once again going to retake the lead. Important extra point up and through. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Hey, Alpha.
Back to throw, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? To throw is Garoppolo. Caught. It's Wilson. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
54, South. Hey, wait.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
At the 36-yard line.
So 2nd down, and this defense certainly going to sell out to stop the run. Again, it's Mixon. And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, 36 yards. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop them here on third down. Now Garoppolo. Found his target. It's Anderson. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Geno Atkins in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Cincinnati, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.